Ancient Greece did not begin as one nation, one empire, and some of the greatest art and architecture ever created. But their story is not one of constant glory. It is also a story of collapse, warfare, rivalry, conquest, and rebirth. This is a full history of ancient Greece. Long before the Golden Age of Athens, Greece was home to two major Bronze Age civilizations, the Minoans and the Mycenaeans. The Minoans emerged on the island of Crete around 2000 BCE. They built large palace centers such as Knossos, developed advanced art, trade networks, and writing systems, and dominated the Aegean for centuries. Their society appears to have been wealthy, maritime, and highly organized. Unlike later Greeks, the Minoans were not a warrior society in the same way. Their art often shows nature, ceremony, and daily life rather than conquest. By around 1450 BCE, however, Minoan power declined, likely due to a combination of natural disasters, possibly including the eruption of Thera and pressure from mainland Greek peoples. Those mainland Greeks were the Mycenaeans, centered in fortified palace states like Mycenae, Tiryns, and Pylos. They were more militarized than the Minoans. They used an early form of Greek written in Linear B, and their world was one of kings, nobles, warriors, and tribute. The Mycenaeans were likely the Greeks remembered later in Homer's epics as the heroes of the Trojan War. By around 1200 BCE, the Mycenaean world collapsed, political, religious, and military community. Each polis had its own government, laws, customs, and identity. Athens, Sparta, Corinth, Thebes, and many others would each follow their own path. Around the 8th century BCE, Greece began to recover. Population grew, trade resumed. The Greeks adopted and adapted the Phoenician alphabet, creating the writing system that became the basis of later Greek literature. This period also saw the composition of the Iliad and the Odyssey, epics that preserve memories of the Bronze Age while reflecting the values of the later Greek world. The Greeks also began to spread across the Mediterranean. From around 750 BCE to 550 BCE, Greek city-states established colonies across the Mediterranean and Black Sea. These colonies were not colonies in the modern imperial sense. They were new cities founded by Greek settlers, often to ease population pressure, secure trade routes, or escape political conflict at home. Greek settlements appeared in southern Italy and Sicily, in southern France, on the coast of modern Turkey, in North Africa, and around the Black Sea. This expansion created a vast Greek-speaking world known as the Hellenic world. At the same time, the polis became the defining political unit of Greek life. Each city-state was fiercely independent. Some were ruled by kings, others by aristocrats, and others by emerging systems of citizen rule. Over time, two city-states came to symbolize very different Greek ideals: Athens and Sparta. Sparta developed in the Peloponnese as a militarized society built around discipline, obedience, and control. Spartan boys were taken into the agoge, a brutal state-run military. In the beginning, Athens was ruled by aristocrats, but social tensions led to reforms. Lawgivers such as Draco and Solon helped shape the city's legal system. Then, in the late 6th century BCE, Cleisthenes introduced reforms that laid the foundation for democracy, giving citizens greater political participation. Athenian democracy was limited by modern standards. Women, enslaved people, and non-citizens were excluded. But for male citizens, it created a system of debate, voting, and civic responsibility that was revolutionary for its time. The growing power of Greek city-states eventually collided with the massive Persian Empire. When Greek cities in Asia Minor revolted against Persian rule, Athens and Eretria supported them. This drew the attention of King Darius I of Persia. The Persians invaded Greece in 490 BCE. But at the Battle of Marathon, the Athenians won a shocking victory against a larger Persian force. The victory became a symbol of Greek resistance and civic pride. A second invasion came in 480 BC under Xerxes I. This was the famous campaign of Thermopylae, where King Leonidas and Spartans, along with other Greek allies, made their legendary stand. Though defeated, they bought time for the Greeks. Soon after, Athens was evacuated and partially destroyed, but the Greek fleet defeated the Persians at the Battle of Salamis. The final major victory came at Plataea in 479 BCE. The Persian Wars transformed Greece. Athens emerged as a leading naval power, and its confidence soared. The 5th century BCE became the Golden Age of Athens, especially under the leadership of Pericles. And Thucydides produced a more analytical account of the Peloponnesian War. Philosophers such as Socrates challenged assumptions about virtue, justice, and the good life. But the brilliance of Athens came with imperial ambition. Its dominance generated resentment among other Greek states, especially Sparta. The rivalry between Athens and Sparta erupted into the Peloponnesian War, fought from 431 BCE to 404 BCE. It was a devastating conflict that involved nearly all of Greece. Athens relied on its navy and protected itself behind the long walls, while Sparta invaded Athenian farmland. A plague struck Athens early in the war and killed a large portion of the population, including Pericles. The war dragged on for decades, with shifting alliances, brutal campaigns, and political instability. Athens suffered a disastrous expedition to Sicily, where its forces were destroyed. Eventually, Sparta, with Persian financial support, built a stronger navy and defeated Athens. The war ended with Athens' surrender in 404 BC. Its empire was shattered, its walls were dismantled, and its political confidence was broken. Greece had been weakened by its own internal rivalries. After the Peloponnesian War, no Greek city-state was able to dominate for long. Sparta, Thebes, and Athens all tried and failed. The balance of power shifted northward to Macedon, ruled by King Philip II. Philip transformed Macedon into a powerful kingdom with a professional army, innovative tactics, and strong political control. He reorganized the phalanx and used diplomacy and military force to bring much of Greece under his influence. The Greeks themselves were divided, the largest empires the world had ever seen. He defeated Persia, captured Egypt, marched into Mesopotamia, and pushed as far as India before his death in 323 BCE. Alexander's conquest spread Greek culture across a vast territory, but his empire did not remain united. After his death, his generals fought over the spoils, dividing the empire into kingdoms ruled by the Ptolemies in Egypt, the Seleucids in Asia, and the Antigonids in Macedon. This era is known as the Hellenistic Age. Greek language, architecture, education, and customs spread far beyond Greece itself, blending with local traditions in Egypt, Persia, and beyond. Cities like Alexandria became centers of learning and scholarship. In the Hellenistic world, Greek civilization became less about small city-states and more about large kingdoms, international trade, and cultural fusion. Eventually, Rome rose to dominate the Mediterranean. Greek kingdoms struggled against Roman expansion. By 146 BCE, after the destruction of Corinth, Greece came under Roman control. But Greek culture did not disappear. In fact, Rome deeply admired Greek art, literature, philosophy, and education. Roman elites learned Greek, copied Greek styles, and studied Greek thinkers. In many ways, Greek civilization conquered Rome, culturally, even as Rome conquered Greece militarily. Later, Greece became part of the Roman Empire and then the Byzantine world. The ancient Greek language continued to evolve, and Greek intellectual traditions survived for centuries. The history of ancient Greece is the history of a civilization that was never once endured. And that is why ancient Greece is not just history. It is heritage